Hello everybody, this is JT's Reviews here, and today I'm going to be doing a review slash shave with the first razor in the series of them all, as I put forward. I've got the Bic, not that one, the Poundland, which I'm going to have to get a replacement for, and two double edged safety razors. If you haven't seen that video, check it out now. I don't know which side it is because this camera is weird. But yeah, the first one is this one. Take the cover off, you will see that it's a two blade. You can get these from Tesco's for 30p for probably 5 or 6 blades. Disposable razors, not blades, I don't know what I was on about there. But yeah, you get what I mean. You get 2 blades and you get a pack of, I don't know, I think it's 5 or 6 or whatever. I'll put it on the screen again. And, you know, it's very cheap, 30p, so we'll see how this actually performs. So without further ado, let's get on with the shaving. And let me just say, I'm dreading this one because it has no aloe vera strip on it and it doesn't look too safe, but we'll see. I mean, if it's as worse as this one, then fair enough. So let's begin. Okay guys, I'm now in my bathroom. It's pretty wet outside. Anyway, you may have seen this in the intro, the 2 blade of death and no aloe vera strip. Anyway, without further ado, let's get the shave going. So yes, remove that over there because I don't want the bar of soap in my way. Get the good old shaving cream and we'll get some hot water going. It's pretty cold this morning, 15 degrees, Christ. Now then, while that is warming up from the boiler, because it is pretty cold today, it takes a while, this thing was 30p. So if this does a half decent job, that is good. But you don't, you know, you need a good blade. You don't need a, you know, a good stem or anything. You know, just whatever suits you, it works with. So the water's now warm. Let's put this in there so it warms up the blade. Now as you can tell, I've got 2 or 3 days of growth, so we'll see how it goes. I've tried these razors before and they're a little better than the other Tesco razors. Alright, before we get started, I've got to change the battery in the camera because all of a sudden it's getting a bit low and I don't want it to die halfway through the shave, so I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Just get this unzoomed because I thought I zoomed in. Okay, the water's nice and warm. I'm not going to put any cold in because it is pretty cold today. So let's get lathered up. Okay, we'll lathered up, well, watered up if you will. This is going to be difficult. Let's see if me moving the tripod helps. Ah, there you go. Now you can see me shave. As you can tell, I never prepare for videos because I have to move the tripod right in the middle of the film. Let's get started. I have a bad feeling that race is going to be rubbish. From what I remember, it wasn't too great, but it wasn't like as worse as the other one with the swivel head. But we'll see. And that Poundland razor, if that's going to snap that easy throughout the shaving tests, I am worried. Okay. Obviously we're in a different bathroom to before because I recently moved. So that's why in the playlist you can see me in my mum's house and now I'm not in my mum's house, etc. Here we go. Okay. I'm sorry if you can't see much. I'm trying my best to get this right. I can look back on it. But so far, not too bad. I was expecting it to cut my face open. Well, it probably will do in a minute, but this feels really cheap. Really, really cheap. But yeah, again, it was 30p from Tesco. So what do you expect, really? Yeah, someone once mentioned that the Gillette adverts are liars. I absolutely agree with that. They don't, you know, they don't show shaving cuts or anything. They just show a man shaving once or something and smiling. You can see where they're coming from that. But so far, with the first pass, it's actually not doing too bad. So expecting this to absolutely fail the first time. That's why I wanted to get this out of the way first. But let's see. Oh, it's a bit clogged. Right there. That's not good. But it's not showing it by digging into my flesh too much. So it's okay, I guess. Okay. I'm going to leave it in there because I don't want to get shaving cut. But as you can see on the first pass, not too bad. I wouldn't recommend getting 30p razors, but if they were good, better than most of them, I guess. Go on with the next pass. And yes, I know by the comments. I know what you're going to say. I'm using shaving foam, not you know, properly. I know, but the shaving foam is more convenient and I find it better. Well, not better, but you know what I mean. I don't know, I don't know how to do the creaming process from proper lathering up. So the second pass is always, and this is when the razor will probably fail miserably. On a down pass, not too bad at all. Got a bit blocked, but well, it's now kind of unblocked a bit, so here we go. Tell you what, the new batteries in this Sony have actually, you know, improved the way I film, because normally I would have to stick it in the wall or something really immediately to, you know, keep the camera rolling, but I just switch the battery, no problem. That old method always makes me happy because it's easier, faster, and much more effective. And you also find as well, with most phones, that they don't have that capability anymore. You can just switch the battery around or whatever. So you're like stuck with the default, you have to keep it constantly charged. Sorry, this has nothing to do with the shave, I do apologise. There we go again. Around this area. It seems a bit rough around this bit, which is what I'm scared of. But wow, not bad. I'm impressed for 30p so far. Anyway, if we're getting nick up here, it's because I've shaved a bit aggressive. So, but at the moment, not too bad. I'm kind of liking this razor really to the other disposables from Tesco, because the other one had a swivel head. That was a pain in the ass. Right, put that back in there. I'm going to do the last pass, and then I'll finally come with a verdict if it sucked or not. I mean, yeah, it probably didn't cut me, but it's probably because it's not very sharp at all. And you know, you end up buying a pack of 20 or something of something else. I can't do this. There we go. Last pass. This is the awkwardest bit because my hair's on the side, or either upways or downways, and it's a pain in the arse, and I don't like shaving this bit because this is where it cuts the most from a razor. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, third pass. The grip on the handle's not too bad, considering that it's very cheap plastic. I noticed as well that the Tesco cheapy 30p razors are now white colour, not this colour anymore, so that's interesting. I don't know if that will improve it, but whatever. Quickly go up on that bit because I think I missed it. Okay. I wouldn't say this will be good as a beginner's razor, more of an out and door sort of razor. You know, like travel, just take whatever razor you wish. But so far, so good, although it is kind of missing some of it now. Now we're on the third pass. I thought it would fail miserably. I mean, it's either not sharp enough or whatever. I'm starting to get irritated, so let's stop. Anyway, that's the end of the shave. Let me just quickly use the towel. That was my air freshener. Okay, I can tell in the mirror already that the razor has missed a few bits, but do you know what? It's not bad considering. So let's put you back here because it's kind of pointless now. I probably should do some better edits in the future, but I'm just too lazy at the moment. It feels flimsy, but it's not falling apart yet. So, and because it hasn't got that little strip on it, you know, you can use it as many times as you want. So, let's do the feel test. Down smooth, pretty nice. Up ways, a few bits of hair, you know. How about sideways, because that fails a lot. Yeah, this always fails miserably. Even the Mach 3 has problems. Yeah, it's missed a bit down here, but that'll be my fault. Yeah, that's really good. For a 30p razor, that is really good. But yet again, the first shave is mostly the best shave of your life because it's like the first time it's like fantastic, and then you probably get another razor and it kills you. But on my first ever shave, it did the job. If you're careful with it, you won't bleed to death, obviously. But as you can tell, this won't last very long because it would, you know, block and jam in its own time. So yeah, that's one thing you've got to be careful of. But yeah, this is not too bad. I mean, it's cheap for 30p, and it seemed to do the job. I'm pretty happy with that. It did well throughout the shave. No cuts as I can see at the moment in time, although it has missed a few things around here and such, but it's my fault. But I say this is pretty good for travel. I mean, I'm surprised this is 30p. And the other one, the swivel head version, that was a death trap, because apparently from other reviewers, and well, not even reviewers, but from a couple of experiences in the comments section, the swivel head breaks, so it's quite deadly. And not to forget, the Tesco swivel head has a problem of, you know, catching all the hair properly. This one beats that, and because it's like no swivel action except for that because it's a bit faulty, not a problem. It actually does a better job than the £1 razors that you get from Tesco, so I recommend these over the £1 razors that you get in Tesco. So yeah, I would give that around about a 6 out of 10, considering that it's a cheap razor, and you know, it did an excellent job in my opinion. I mean, it's missed a few bits, but most razors today do that anyway, and unless you're good or bad, it depends on the experience of the user. But yeah, this is pretty damn good. But I would reckon after 1 or 2 uses, it would lose a lot of points because it's getting dull and it's getting blocked. And I noticed that it does get a bit blocked during the shaves, but most razors do that even after 2 quits. So this is pretty damn good. This would actually beat Most of the leaks of other razors that, like for example the Wilson Sword Disposable, that one has a big problem. The biggest problem I can say from that Wilson Sword Disposable is the fact that it gets clogged easy, but it does have a button on the top. This one doesn't have that, but again, this is leaks better than the Wilson Sword Disposable and many other two-blade razors, so I would recommend getting this. Really, I would. It doesn't beat the Lidl Audi one that I did recently. That one is pretty good for a two-blader. That's the best two-blader, I think, but this one is like close to that, and the Wilson Sword one is absolute garbage by the feels this. But I would reckon after 2 or 3 uses, you know, bin it immediately, because it's going to lose its sharpness and it's going to really make you bleed to death. Maybe I didn't bleed because it wasn't sharp enough, but it did most of the job, and I can't complain about that. Compared to something like this, for example, the free blade, I wouldn't say it would even go near this one, because this one is a better razor all round. It's really close to that Gillette Mach 3. But yeah, that Disposable is actually pretty good. I would recommend you guys to get that over the £1 razors from Tesco's. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to kind of subscribe and tell me below if you've tried these and what you think to them. I think they're better than the Wilson Sword Disposable and many other Gillette ones, I think. I'm not sure, I haven't checked them ones out yet. But pretty good, I like it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to kind of subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.